Hugh Colton, Town and Country Chrysler, Town and Country TV, staying in touch with the communities we call home and the great things that happen within them. You know, every year as you come towards the end of the year, there's some highlights. There's some things in your mind that you remember that happened within the year as we ring in, you know, a new year. I'll tell you, this year is no different. One of the greatest things that happened in Eastern Ontario and in the Lombardy area, to be exact, was the Eastern Ontario Bluegrass Festival. It happened last year, or this past year, 2016, on a great long weekend, our first Victoria Day weekend, where we have all kinds of fun, the first holiday, and it is returning in 2017, coming back to Lombardy. And with me is my friend Dan Potter. First of all, welcome into the Jeep, my friend, and thank you very much for being here.
Thanks for doing this, Hugh. We appreciate it.
I'm going to tell you, I went by Lombardy Hall and that fairgrounds on Victoria Day weekend as I was working my way through doing what I do. I could not believe the campers, the people. You had such a successful first year. I mean, this was the first time you gave this a try. There's really something about bluegrass music, isn't it? I mean, it's got a following.
It's a community. You'll find most of the campers, once they start, we were fortunate last year. The reason we got into it, especially on the Victoria Day long weekend, was friends of ours at Finley Ridge had a festival out there for 22 years. And the Shaw brothers got into some health problems and couldn't do it anymore. And they kind of asked us if we'd take over Finley Ridge. And Christine and I had been driving by the Lombardy Fairground for a number of years, and we just thought, my God, what a beautiful place to have a festival. So when the opportunity came up, we said to the Shaws, do you mind if we head out to Lombardy? And they said, no, you do what you want with the weekend. So they kind of gave us the date, which was nice. It was handed to us. So in that stead, we basically contacted all the local bands that always played at Finley, with a difference, and that was that we were going to charge and we were going to pay the bands.
Right.
At Finley, we did it for fun, more or less. It was like a big jam. So
that's something for us to remind everybody. I mean, you and Christine don't only organize this. You have a band, you play.
Yeah,
and an award-winning band, or hopefully so.
Well, we're nominated. Yeah, that's the first time we've been nominated for anything. But yeah, we put out a CD of all original material last year, 2015, and it's nominated for the best recording in 2016.
And the band is?
CR5 Bluegrass.
CR5 Bluegrass, and I'm sure that we are going to see CR5 Bluegrass in 2017.
Yeah, we'll open and we'll close. That's what we do as a host. We don't. We're too busy in between to do a lot of stuff. But anyways, last year we were. If you had happened to be there for our closing statements, Christine and I were just flabbergasted because a first-year festival, we had gone on basically the experience of some of the other local festivals in Spencerville and Gallup and Iroquois and some other places. And they were saying you'd have 80 to 90 units kind of thing, and then you'd grow from there. Well, we had 100 and I think it was 27 units by Thursday afternoon.
You were
11
full.
o'clock. Yeah, and by the time it was all said and done, we had 210.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, it was.
And they came, Dan, from all over. And when you think of the economic value of that to that part of the community, Lombardy, Smiths Falls, Perth, Carleton Place, you know, they need to eat. They're visiting a community. Not only that, they get the chance to come to that community for the first time and say, this is a pretty nice place. I should come back.
Yeah, there's a lot. That's a lot of people said they were coming this year, and they're bringing their friends. So we said, please do.
Yeah.
We weren't sure. You know, we had to wait till we got through the accounting and everything else to see what was going on. We didn't know if it was going to be a one-shot deal or not. And then when we got through it all, we thought, yeah, we'll do it again and see what happens. So we've got some good groups coming again this year, and hopefully a lot of people.
We've got some surprises as we continue, and thank you very much for including Town and Country Chrysler. We're very happy to be the title sponsor this year of this, and you know, it's a great number of days. It does take a lot of work, but as we mentioned, this music, I mean, the history of this music, and the bluegrass festivals that have happened all over Ontario. I remember going to a Dandy in Carlisle years and years ago.
Oh, yeah.
So to be able to continue that tradition and see the following that happens, these people, you know, the feet are stamping. They love this stuff. And something new this year, I believe that in 2017, all the acts are going to be in the big barn at Lombardy.
Yes, we're moving out to the big barn. We were, like I said, we were pleasantly surprised by the turnout last year, but we were also kind of mortified because the hall without tables, I believe, holds 580, and by the time you get the bands and the kitchen people and stuff in, you've got room for about 510. Well, we had 480 some odd people there, and we didn't know what the day traffic was going to be.
Wow.
And if you know bluegrass people, you know that they don't all go at the same time. A lot of them will stay in their campsites and jam. So I think we were the fullest, probably Saturday mid-afternoon. I think we had 12 chairs left out of the 525 we put out.
You're right about the jam sessions too. I can remember years ago in Carlisle that you could travel from site to site, and you would always find some great jam sessions. And you've got plans for that in 2017.
Yes, we're going to. Well, before we go into that, we're going to, because of the problems we had last year with campers. As I said earlier, these people tend to go from site to site, so they don't want to go home. They want to go from this festival to the next festival. And I believe ours is the first of the year, and then the weekend after is Quinty, and the week after that, I think, I'm not sure. Anyways,
it's almost like a circuit.
It is for the summer, and it's every weekend basically, either a bluegrass or a country music festival.
Yes.
So when we got home here, I should say, rather, on Monday of the long weekend last year, we had 2 messages from Victoria Park and Smith Falls. And they said their park was overflowing. They needed to know when we were going to open up our gate so they could send the RVs down the road to us. So we said, well, you know what, we'll try and avert that this year. And we've talked to the Lombardy Fair Board, and they've granted us permission to take campers on starting at noon on Tuesday this year.
Oh, great! So Tuesday of the Victoria Day weekend in 2017.
Yeah, I think it's the 16th.
Yeah, that's when you'll start to see people roll in.
Yep.
And they'll continue to roll in right through the weekend.
Yeah. And so as a result of that, because we're going to have people there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Christine and I were mulling over what to do, because they're coming to help us and to celebrate bluegrass music. So we're going to have a campers jam on the Wednesday night. Basically, we'll get you to sign up by 5:30, and we'll just see how many people show up.
Yeah, just sort of like an open mic campers.
An open mic, yep.
Love it.
Yeah. And then Thursday night we had a country dance last year. We brought in the Waite brothers from Kingston, Bill Waite and his brother, and their 2 sons. It's kind of nice. That's 2 sets of brothers.
It's a family.
Yeah. Anyway, so they came in last year and we had a huge success with that. I think we had about 180 people came to that, so the hall was packed. This year we've got a Western swing band coming in from Ottawa.
Oh boy.
And excellent music. People are going to love it. It's good. So that's what's going on Thursday night, and then we get to the bluegrass on Friday.
Yeah.
Again, because the people are going to be there at Tuesday, rather than wait until 6 o'clock Friday night to start, we're going to start the bands at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday. And we're going
to go straight through Friday, Saturday, Sunday, into holiday Monday, right?
Well, we'll cut her off at supper time Sunday.
By that point, you heard a lot of great bluegrass music, because I know that you're working on your lineup as we speak.
Yes,
it's going to be a lot of great surprises come to 2017, isn't there?
We've got a couple of big surprises up our sleeve, but we will say without a doubt that we've got all the award-winning, or I shouldn't say award-winning yet because the awards haven't taken place yet,
but nominated.
All the nominated bands and musicians from the 2016 CCBAs from Eastern Ontario.
Wow.
So whether they're in a band from Eastern Ontario or not, but they're here. So,
and you don't want to miss getting there. And we today, Dan, have an opportunity for everybody to get a ticket early. And I mean, when we talk about coming into the holiday season, people are always looking, what could I get? I'm looking for that special gift. Well, here, if you've got a bluegrass lover, a bluegrass loving family, what better way?
Just music in general.
Yeah, it's, you're right. Because it does basically bring everybody together and put smiles on faces.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah. We've got we're going to start selling, we're going to call it festivals ticket sales here, December the 1st. Okay. And they'll be $60. And we're going to sell them through to Valentine's Day, which gives you approximately 12 weeks, I believe it is, something like that. And then we're going to go to our early bird sales on the 15th of February and go to April Fool's Day.
Right.
And they're only going to go up $5, $65. So if you miss the $60, it's not too big a jump. But then after that, it's $70.
Right.
And it's $70 at the gate. Now, the other thing with the camping on the Tuesday and Wednesday, because we have to keep track of people and insurance and all that stuff, it's going to be $10 a unit for the Tuesday and Wednesday. But when you buy your full festival pass, you're covered right from noon on Thursday until noon on Monday.
Okay.
So you're there for the weekend, and that includes everything that's going on. You don't have to,
for $10, I mean, it's still a great deal.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And the other thing too, the Lombardy people have been good enough too. Is last year, and I didn't know it, or I would have told people this, but they've told us we could fill up with bottled water on site.
Oh,
so
great.
Yeah, so you don't have to trailer all that extra weight in your trailer when you're coming in. So
water available.
Yeah.
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 You have water available, you have food available. I know that you're working on that as we speak. So really, when you pull in, you're there.
That's right.
Right? You're there for great bluegrass music, great musical entertainment. There'll be some food on site. It just sort of bring the entire family and have some fun and spend some time.
Yeah, that's the whole idea. That's what we like to do.
I bet you do. And I mean, you're seasoned veterans in this because you've done some traveling. As you mentioned, it's like a circuit. Bluegrass festivals happen from here to another weekend to another weekend.
That's right.
And it's nice to be able to get in the RV or the fifth wheel and move from place to place if you're a music lover.
That's right. Yeah. And it doesn't get any simpler than that either.
Well, 2017, I mean, from what I saw in 2016, you are to be commended because there's a lot of work that is involved in organizing one of these festivals. And by the way, if you love this type of music and if you love music in general and you would like to volunteer, I'm sure that you're always looking for people to help.
Oh yeah, for sure. You can reach us at 613-928-2762. Ask for Christine or Dan.
Yeah.
Or we have an email address, eobluegrass@gmail.com. And our website is www.eobluegrass.com. So any one of those ways you can get in touch with us. If you want to volunteer, we'll find something for you to do because there is always something to do.
Absolutely. So let's go through 2017 dates again. After a very successful 2016, Eastern Ontario Bluegrass Festival is coming back to the Lombardy Fairgrounds, and it's Victoria Day weekend starting just a little bit early
Yes,
this
it
year,
is.
right?
Yeah, 16th and 17th, early camping, $10 a day. The 18th, again, we have our Western Dance. We have our open mic on the 17th for the campers. The Bluegrass show start at 2 o'clock on Friday, the 19th.
19th.
It's Friday the
much,
Friday the 19th
and the 20th.
And the 20th all day, and our shows run till 11 o'clock at night. We're going to have a 90-minute supper break this year, which is what people requested. The other thing we're going to do this year, during that 90 minutes, we're going to put on some workshops.
Great.
We don't like taking away from the stage shows with the workshops, and we don't like taking away from the workshops with the stage shows.
And that's a nice idea for people to be able to, that they now don't have to miss a band or they don't have to miss a workshop.
That's right. So we've got a couple of specialized workshops going on Friday night and Saturday night at supper time. We're hoping to have something early on Saturday morning and possibly, we're not going to have anything Sunday morning because we've got a church service Sunday morning.
Church service Sunday, yes.
Which we didn't do last year, but we're going to do that this year. And then gospel music for the first 2 sets, and then after that we'll get back into the bluegrass again.
Wow, it's going to be just an amazing number of days at the Lombardy Fairgrounds. And once again, Dan, I want to thank you. Thanks for involving us, but thank you for doing this because you are so correct when you say, music changes lives. It really does. I mean, there are so many people that, might have a down day or a down week, and you come in and sit down and listen to a band, and all of a sudden, within 5 minutes, your mood changes. I think we're all, guilty of that to say, how much music can make a change to everybody's life.
It's funny, when I first got into bluegrass music, which wasn't that long ago in all honesty, it was only about 12 years ago, but I was playing it at work one time, and the guys that I worked with were metalheads. And I was on the control panel, so I got to pick the music, so I picked a bluegrass station. I was sitting there listening to bluegrass, and one of the guys was sitting there tapping his toes, and he says, you'd pretty much have to be dead not to move your feet to that
This
stuff.
is pretty good. Yeah, this is pretty good. They're famous festivals for having tremendous fun. And we really look forward to this one, the Eastern Ontario Bluegrass Festival again. Victoria Day weekend, May of 2017. It's coming. You have an opportunity to get an early bird ticket right now.
Yes, that's right.
$60?
$60.
Oh, boy, $60.
That includes your camping, your festivals, your jams, your dances, everything. So
you can't go wrong, folks.
Yeah.
Once again, let's review your phone number. If somebody would like to volunteer or wants more information, call you, email you. You have a website, you have Facebook paging. Let's go through all of that.
All right, it's 613-928-2762, and you can ask for Christine or Dan. Our website is www.eobluegrass.com, and our email address is eobluegrass@gmail.com.
Well, thanks for this. Get your tickets. Get your early bird tickets right now, gang. You're not going to want to miss this one. It's going to be a beauty in 2017 on the Victoria Day weekend. And again, thank you. I look forward to it.
Thank you, Hugh.
I really look forward to what's going to happen at Lombardy and the Lombardy Fairgrounds, the Eastern Ontario Bluegrass Festival. It was a big hit in 2016, growing bigger and better this year. Make sure you get your tickets right now and get in touch with Dan and Christine. Hugh Colton, Town and Country TV. Hi everybody, Hugh Colton, Town and Country TV, with an invitation for you to hit that subscribe button to find out what's happening in and around the communities that we call home.